Okay, so hey, welcome back.
Hey, I want to be famous.
You already bought a ticket and there's no turning back now. Round and around like a horse on a carousel. Where you go, will you catch up with love? I can never tell.
Yeah, get into it.
Hi everyone. I'm not gonna keep talking so much, but as you read by the title, this is just some tips and tricks to make your GFXs look better. Not my tips and tricks, to make my GFXs look better. This is what I personally tried, but it could definitely help for you too, just like how it helped for me. So I just decided to help you guys. So that's that. So without talking too much, I'm just gonna get right into it so y'all don't get bored. Okay, so the first tip I would say is definitely to use role models. This tip probably helped me the most, as if you know me long enough, you would know that I used to make my GFXs without role models before I became a role model creator myself. And my GFXs used to be really ugly. I mean, unless you can rock no model GFXs, that's like amazing, but if you can't, I would most definitely recommend using role models, as sometimes role models can be pretty heavy for your PC or like laptop, whatever you're using, and render time may increase a lot while using them, but it will definitely help a lot, I can say. Okay, so my second tip would probably be using reqs. Okay, so hear me out in this one. I've started using reqs really recently, and even though I already know how to use them, I just never really liked using them. I always used to these thick characters. I don't know why, though this is a kid's game. I don't know why someone would make thick characters, but they looked pretty good still. But using reqs definitely made my GFXs way more realistic, as like the limb thing didn't appear as like a block or a circle. But I used to use a lot of these thick characters, and then I stopped and started using reqs. So that's probably a really big tip I would say, because it helped me with my realistic GFX journey and with my GFX journey in general.
Also chill, the kids in my basement are really happy. The kids are having so much fun here. They play games together. They dance. They eat. Our job is to make your kids as as happy as they ever could. So please dial this number to get your kids in my basement for only $700. They'll come back with a lot of ketchup for you. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
So you dialed the number.
What? Child. Anyway, so
talking about rigs, I would definitely say use faces. Okay, so hear me out on this one. I've also started using faces really recently. Like, I always made these no face GFXs. It's not that they were bad, but they were just not good enough for me. Like it just didn't make me feel so good about my GFXs until I started using faces. Like, I could probably tell a lot have changed since then. So that's another tip. You can also add custom faces, like not only Roblox faces, but I would say from my experience, this face and the super happy face are the best faces for GFXs like ever. And I think this is tip 4. Yeah, it is. Custom hair. Like, talking about custom faces, I just thought I would add in custom hair. I mean, it's not necessarily something that will glow up your GFX a lot, but it did with me. Though I've never really used Roblox hair, but I could definitely see how bad it would look for me to use Roblox hair, because I don't know how to nail that. But I would just say prefer using custom hair for realistic GFXs especially. So that's that also. My tip number 5 would definitely be better lighting. Like, use sun instead of HDMI or HDMI. I'm not exactly sure how people say it, but yeah, it makes a huge difference for me. Sun is way more realistic than HDMI or HDMI in general. It just makes the GFXs look way better, as you can probably tell. This was one of my really old GFXs, by the way, when I used to use HDMI, and then this one is like a really recent GFX where I used sun. You can probably tell the difference that the one on the right is way better than the HEMI one. So that's that. Pretty self-explanatory, just use sun. Okay, so my last tip, which is probably the 7th or 6th tip, I can't quite remember, but yeah, my last tip would most definitely be increasing quality. Okay, so listen, it's not necessarily a tip, but it's more of something that will definitely make your GFXs look better in some way, like, and also decrease the render time. Okay, so I used to make quality 10K and then make that percentage thing 50, and it took like hours to render, like literally hours to render. It's so bad, and the quality turned out good, but it was just really long to render for no exact reason, until really recently I started making it 180 or like 2K sometimes, and that percentage thing at like 100, and that definitely made my GFXs look the same with like way less render time. Like I think I transitioned from 6 hours, 7 hours sometimes even, to barely an hour. But that of course depends on your PC. That's my PC. Maybe your PC is faster, slower, it depends. Also, the denoising tool is probably really good for the quality too. It like gets rid of like the fireflies or like the pixels thing, as you can tell the difference. So that's really important too. Like if you can most definitely use it. It's really important. So that was it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope I helped. Bye.